Well, hello. Tyler with the Average Crusaders here, back for another long form video. And today, I wanted to talk about thoughts. It's my belief that we've all probably had a genius thought at least once, probably up to 100 times in a lifetime. Thoughts that are Einstein level. But the problem is we don't know how to implement them not only in conversation or words, but how to put them into practical use. It seems that all of us have a unique set of skills. Even though there doesn't seem to be a factor like gravity for meant to be, supposed to be's, or fate, none of that seems to be quantifiable. There does seem to be somewhat of a pattern of the fact that we're all slightly unique in our own little ways. It seems to be a survival mechanism that allows us to have different traits to allow us to work together better. We're not going to go down that tangent other than I'm trying to explain how hard it is for me to explain this idea in my head. And I'm sure everybody has this big idea because we all have that little voice that we talk to inside of our heads, don't we? I had made a pact with mine a long time ago, so let me tell you a story and maybe this will help. So when I was little, I didn't quite know why I would get angry so often, but I would. And it was always because I felt confused or lost and I couldn't figure out why. People will say it's this or that. Like at the time, my dad had to work a lot out of town, so he wasn't home, and they think that traumatized me a little. Doesn't really matter the factors. It's more or less that I felt like something was missing. The universe was telling me something, but I couldn't quite get it out in words. I was a child. I couldn't understand what larger than me would be bugging me so much. So I had made a pact with myself at one point. And the pact is that I'm going to remember myself as I am because I'm pretty sure this is as close to me understanding who I am as I can be. Now, granted, I'm a child at this point, so there's obviously no way that I can know who I am. Most people go their entire lives barely even scratching the surface of that. Some people get a little bit deeper based on life factors. In my opinion, one of the best ways to get there is through psychedelics, but I digress. So I made a pact with myself, and I said, this is who I think I am. I don't want to lose this person. I know that I'm going to grow. I know that I'm going to expand from this point. But this is Tyler. I know this is Tyler. And I've kept on to that, which most would call an ego, which is what most psychologists would say holds you back. It is by focusing too much on yourself when the reality is, as I've said before, you're more of a drop in the wave in the ocean. But I find that regardless if we're all one and we're all made of stardust, that it's a lot more comforting and easy to get through life if you can have an ego, have a sense of self, have a personality that identifies you. It's not to seclude you from everyone else. It's just a returning point. It's a focal point that you can get back to anytime that you feel like you're getting lost. You're trying something new, you're going to a place you don't know, you're happen to be in a situation that requires you to be around people that you don't get along with or don't agree with. It's much easier to have that inner self to go back to. You can also find that in a partner, but I feel like if you don't have that as your inner self, then no partner is going to be able to fill their void and your void at the same time. They can surely try, but I would guess that most relationships like that Not going to make it. But yes, thoughts, they're fleeting, right? So you try to have this inner dialogue with yourself, and you go through your life's basically your biggest ally is yourself, right? There's nobody out there that can say they don't talk to themselves. We all do it. It's not schizophrenia. It's not craziness. We call it a conscious. We're not even sure what it is. It's our inner dialogue talking to our outer dialogue, right? It's like we're the same thing, but then we're just observers. We're just observing the world. We're not retaining this knowledge. The only way that we're even retaining the knowledge is to pass it down through generations. We're trying to build a electronic version of this, but even that, has problems. Give it 100,000 years, and all the technology that we built, all the videos that we've done, everything is gone. If humans go extinct, none of this gets preserved. Given enough time, it all turns to dust. We have not come up with anything yet that will forever encapsulate the human experience. Now, granted that satellite maybe that's out in deep space right now, as long as it doesn't crash into a planet or something, it might survive longer tests of time. And that's even if there is life for it to bump into out in the universe as it expands. I think that's it, isn't it? I think. We think, we think, we think. And for what? You're not going to be remembered. I'm not going to be remembered. Like I've said before, people like Einstein or major people in history will be remembered for a time. But believe it or not, there will be a time when Einstein's name is said the last time. And it moves on to another portion of humanity, another chapter. So it's just hard for me with the thoughts, right? So I tend to let thoughts go. A lot of people try to remember everything. Like April, she'll find herself being like, well, I remember this is such a day and this is such an event. And some people get offended when you forget things. But it's really not important, is it? It's really not important. It's all surface level bubble stuff that we're doing here. We're in a bubble, and we don't know how to escape it. Thoughts. Fleeting. You don't even remember half of the actual events that you go through. You carry some of the lessons with you. But even if you do, even if you're the type like April that remembers things, so what? You're not going to be able to take it with you. When you die, for all we know, you're dirt. Every thought that ever fired through your synapses was just a continuation of evolution. That's what I'm trying to get people to realize is that we're all living in this little bubble with the Epstein and with the Trump and the. Don't get me wrong, it bothers me a lot. And before Trump and Epstein and the elite ruling class and all this, none of it mattered. As I've said in my other videos, none of it would matter because tomorrow, if we had a dinosaur-sized asteroid hit the Earth, none of it would have mattered. None of it would matter. The only thing that will matter is who's surviving after the asteroid hits. That's it. If we can even survive it. That's the side that people need to start really thinking about. Because it's not just a dream or a hyperbole. We are really on a tiny ass marble in the middle of the universe. And we don't know why. Of all the science and of all the math that has shown amazing things, potentially, and the strongest theory being pushed towards the Big Bang, which allows us to see the span of time since the beginning of the universe within mathematics. I mean, telescopes, light shifts, it's amazing stuff. But it doesn't answer the question to why. So, where do our thoughts go exactly? Where do our thoughts go? It's got to be for some kind of collective bigger thing. Or is that just our ego talking? Right? We all want to think that we're so fucking special that somehow all of these thoughts and all of these things that we've created were by our own design. That we thought them out of the ether. But we really didn't. They were already there. The universe didn't really hand us the tools, they were just there, and we picked them up. It was like, oh, that's cool. How do we manipulate it? And we just kept doing that through science, peer review, the rigorous process of finding out the truths of the universe compared to the shaky ones. The thoughts. They're just fleeting. We can't even keep them, right? No, none of us can keep them. We don't even know if we can save them for all of time yet. We don't even have, like I said, we don't have any kind of time capsule to protect this. Why can't people see that? Why are people more concerned with the squabbles and the wars than the simple truth that we're on a fucking tiny marble out in the middle of the universe? That we all should be working together, all colors, all races. We need the smartest people. You know what racism does, guys? It's basically you're ruling an entire class of people, humans, out because of the color of their skin. You're not even maybe thinking about that some of them might be fucking geniuses, freaking mini Newtons. Just saying. Seems to me that racism is probably the dumbest thing humanity has ever come up with, because we're all fucking human. Who cares if the color of our skin is different? We come from different heritages and different parts of the globe, but it's the same fucking globe. It's not like they're from Mars, and then the Chinese are from Jupiter, and then fucking Russia's from Andromeda. It's not like that. We're all on the same marble. I don't know why people don't get that. I think about it all the time. It fucking bugs the shit out of me that I think about it so much and nobody else does. I mean, I still pay attention to the world we're in. But, and the more we figure out, the scarier it gets, and you guys are just like, eat my croissant, drink my latte. I don't know, guys. But anyway, if you like this kind of content, hey, give it a thumbs up, maybe even subscribe. But if you don't, hey, thumb it down. We are trying to be an honest and open channel, putting out blurbs of truth and just consciousness out into the air for you guys. Anything we find, anything we see. We also advocate for peace, right? Indivisible, and against the current regime of tyrants. But anyway, that's not what this podcast is about. So yes, definitely thumb it down if you don't like it. We want that. We want that too. We want this to be real. So if you don't like it, thumb it down. Don't watch it again. Whatever. Thumb it up if you do. But we do. We would love the engagement. Leave a comment. Tell us what you like or don't like. Make a suggestion. Tell us what we could do better or what you would like to hear more of. But anyway, as always, I'll never put you down. I'll only debate you. Thanks for watching.